Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about 5 things that I love about my 2013 Dodge Charger SRT8. Now I've owned this vehicle for the last 3 years and I've put about 14,000 miles on it, and although that does not sound like a lot, I feel like it's still a good amount of miles to really get to know this car and understand the things that I like about it and the things that I don't like about it. Now starting out with number 1, it is going to be the appearance of this vehicle. Now, when Dodge came out with this new body style of Charger back in 2011, I absolutely loved the way that it looked. I think that they did an amazing job designing the vehicle, especially when you compare it to the previous generation that ran from 2006 to 2010. Now for that first year of 2011, they actually did not have the SRT8 model available. The only SRT8 available for 2011 was the Challenger, so you had to wait until 2012 to get the SRT8 Charger. And man, I'll tell you, once the 2012 SRT8 Charger came out, I absolutely was in love with the way the car looked. This was actually the body style of Charger that got me into loving Chargers and Mopars as much as I do. I love the angular front end. I love the side sculpting on the doors, along with the signature LED racetrack tail lamp in the back. I think that they did an amazing job just encompassing all of the best elements of Mopar design all into one car with this Charger. Moving on to number 2, out of all the things I love about my Dodge Charger SRT8 is going to be the fact that it has a limited slip differential. Now, a lot of performance vehicles have limited slip differentials. However, before owning this car, I owned a 2006 Dodge Charger RT. It was my first car and I loved that vehicle and I had tons of fun with it. However, one thing that always bothered me about it was the fact that it actually had an open rear differential, which meant anytime you'd want to have a little bit of fun in the car, you wanted to do a burnout, you wanted to kick out the rear end, the car would not want to be as responsive to that because of that open differential. Because how those work is basically the wheel with the least amount of weight and resistance on it is the wheel that is going to receive a majority of the vehicle's power. So if you try to slide to the right, that inside left wheel is going to take more of the power, and therefore you're going to get that one wheel peel and that one tire fire that a lot of people like to make fun of. So in 2009, Dodge actually began equipping the SRT8 models with a Getrag 3.06 limited slip differential. And coming from someone who owned that RT, it has made a huge difference in the overall performance on the street of this vehicle, along with just how fun the car is to drive. Limited slip differentials offer superior traction because you're getting a more equal amount of power getting sent to both rear wheels. And also, like I said, makes the car more fun to drive. If you want to kick the rear end of this car out and have a little bit of fun, you want to do a good burnout, the limited slip differential makes it a lot easier to do that than the open differential that some of the other cars come with. Item number 3 that I love about my Dodge Charger SRT8 is going to be the instantaneous power delivery and torque that the 6.4 liter HEMI provides. Now, it's no secret that these HEMI engines make tons of low end torque, and they do great burnouts, and they are just tons of fun to drive on the street, and the 6.4 liter HEMI in this vehicle is no exception to that. This engine makes all of its 475 pound-feet of torque at just 4,200 RPMs, which is super low in the RPM range, which means that if you're going stoplight to stoplight, just having a little bit of fun in this car, it throws you back in your seat, it does great burnouts, and it just makes this car tons of fun to drive on the street. And as the wise man himself, Jay Leno, once said, horsepower is what sells cars, but torque is what wins the races. Item number 4 is going to be the braking. So the SRT8s come equipped with the 4-piston Brembos on all 4 corners. And in stock form, the brakes were amazing. They were very responsive, and they were a great braking package, especially for a car of this size and weight. However, I just wanted a little bit more, and I really liked the look of them, so I went ahead and went with the 6-piston Brembos off of a 2018 Hellcat. And it has larger rotors, obviously the bigger calipers, which look a lot better. And I also went with some braided stainless steel hoses, which really allowed for a firm pedal feel. And I'm telling you, for the size and weight of this car, this thing stops immensely well. And I'm super happy with the braking package and setup that Dodge put on these vehicles. Thing number 5 that I love about my Dodge Charger SRT8 is going to be the interior features and amenities. Now, I know a lot of people love to, say bad things about the interiors of these cars. However, for their time, and when you compare these to the competition of the time, the interiors of these cars were a lot nicer, and they were packed with so many more features than the competition. I mean, just look at these suede door inserts with the color match white stitching. You have these heated and cooled suede and leather seats. You have an 18-speaker Harman Kardon sound system. You have the 8.4-inch Uconnect, which does a great job. It's super intuitive, super responsive. You have heated and cooled cup holders. You even have heated rear seats. You have a power sunroof. You have adaptive cruise control, all of the active braking assist, all of the great safety features that make this car a really nice place to spend time in. And yeah, I just think that the interior of these cars get a lot of unnecessary hate, when in reality, they really do not deserve it. So there you have it, everyone. Those are the 5 things that I love about my 2013 Dodge Charger SRT8. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a comment and let me know if I forgot anything. What do you guys like most about these vehicles? Make sure to drop a follow or a subscribe, depending on where you're watching this, to stay up to date with all of the content that I will be posting coming up in the future, including the top 5 things that I dislike about this 2013 Dodge Charger SRT8. Thank you all for watching again, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.